My name is Mac Lethal, and I am from Kansas City. We're gonna do an interview about brooms and sinks and moms, so cool. Or whatever else. So
right on. So why don't you just give us a feel for your background? You're from Kansas City. Did you grew up in Kansas City? What's the music scene like there, and how did you get into hip hop?
Alright, so I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, and then I grew up with like my two sisters basically raising me, and all I really did was on TV. I would watch MTV, and I would see shit like, Public Enemy and Boogie Down Productions and Big Daddy Kane, Juice Crew and shit on MTV.
Like Yo MTV Rap style.
Totally. Only Yo MTV Raps though with Fab Five Freddy. And every Saturday night, and I would watch it, and I fell in love with hip hop, and there wasn't a whole lot of radio stations. Are you guys gonna like creep in on the interview and start talking? Or?
We got the big dogs in the house.
Yeah, this is SWANN representing coasttocoasthip-hop.com.
You know.
And so SWANN grew up in Rhode Island, and like he used to fuck mops, and this is his new mop that he's about to get married to.
Actually,
that looks like my friend's dreadlocks.
As a matter of fact, me and the mop do bear a striking resemblance. We both have a wise comparison.
And this mop is nasty off the top.
Excuse me. If it's gonna bear a resemblance, it's gonna have to be like that.
I don't know if that's good for the kids.
I didn't know you took such an interest in my genitalia.
I saw the video.
Why are you so interested in SWANN's genitalia?
This motherfucker said there's a video butt naked.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to respect, man. Yeah, you too, man. You too. I seen you on MTV. I was like jacking off to like some Selena. What's that chick's name? You know who I'm talking. What's that chick's name?
Selena.
No.
Deuce.
That really, really hot chick from South America. She's popular.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. With the blonde hair.
Yeah, she's and dope ass.
Celeste.
No, that's a porn star.
He was jacking off.
This R&B singer that some dude that's watching this is sitting there going, oh my fucking god, this is driving me crazy. I know who that is, and these motherfuckers don't. I want to jump in the camera and tell them. I was masturbating to her, and then it like got cut off, and I saw you ripping everybody, and then somehow didn't win.
Yeah, what?
Like that was bullshit.
That's what I was saying. I thought that was bullshit.
You know what? I ain't saying no names, but somebody took a line from my Scribble 2002 championship win and said it against you, and people was like, oh.
Which line?
I ain't saying nothing.
No, I just want to know which line.
That says it.
May I say that I'm honored to know that Mac Lethal was playing with himself while he was watching me on TV.
See, but you should also be glad to know that I'm interested in my genitalia and not yours.
I'm also very comfortable with that too.
I have no interest in any male genitalia.
I think you have an interest in SWANN.
Deuce Leader has no interest in any genitalia.
No, completely asexual. I'm a sexual.
So what did you think about Scribble last year, Mac? I mean,
I was in Germany.
You had.
I saw the DVD. I saw the DVD. I like the DVD. Are you battling? I'm not battling. I promise. Are you battling though? Like this ain't gonna be like a thing where I end up on stage. I actually don't battle anymore.
SWANN's not battling.
If you do, I'm in a.
SWANN's not. He's not in it this year.
Can't do it this year.
Well, Alright, so move your mouth.
So we were talking about Kansas City and music.
Just move your mouth. Just move your mouth. Move your mouth. No, move your...
Videotape me.
Move your mouth. Kansas City. Damn you. A long time ago, the Kansas City music scene started with Jesus, the story of Jesus. You know, once a year on Sunday, we all celebrate Easter. We all commemorate Jesus by worshiping an Easter bunny that jumps around and hides eggs.
You know, the thing about it is, people have Deuce Leader all confused. I did not have sex with that monkey. I refuse that. I don't jack off several times a day. As a matter of fact, I have...
In Kansas City, there's a music scene. Jazz was basically spiderwebbed out of Kansas City, as well as barbecue.
And
contrary to popular,
confirm that Gates is the best in Kansas City?
No. Gates is not the best in Kansas City.
In the world?
Yeah.
In the universe?
Yeah. Okay. Don't whisper. Don't whisper.
I thought he said gay sex.
Oh, gay sex? No, gay sex is the best in Kansas City.
I know one thing.
Gates barbecue.
One thing.
What?
Kansas City is not in Kansas. It's in Missouri.
Well, there's part of it in Kansas.
Is it really?
them. Fuck them. Yes, it's in Missouri.
Well, it's kind of like this.
It's like sort
It's
of.
like this. It's like this.
Missouri?
It's like this. This is the border. KCK, KC, Mo. Gates.
See? Kansas is in Missouri.
Kansas City is in Missouri and Kansas. This is Kansas City.
Yep. It's big. It's like if you put Atlanta on the border.
Hold on. So what you're saying is there's a city that borders 2 states.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
There's
lots of cities like that. Cincinnati is one.
So how does the governor freak that out? How does the mayor really
Well, what happened was Kansas City used to be completely in Kansas, or in Missouri, and then somehow Kansas, like way back in the fucking day.
They're like, you're biting our name, we want some of your city.
No, and it extended, and they split the city in half. And one half, this half turned into an industrial city, and this half was like the metropolitan area.
Yeah, but this
And
is like where the people live.
Yeah, Kansas City, Kansas is all train tracks and factories, but now there's like little hoods in between all the train tracks.
Now, when people say Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, you're not in Kansas anymore, anything that deals with a Kansas joke, you don't hate him. He's from Missouri.
And you know what I'm saying is the whole thing with Dorothy. Dorothy was from Kansas, but Tom Hanks' character in the movie Philadelphia, the gay dude that had AIDS, he was from Philadelphia, and I got respect for Philly. You know what I'm saying? So let's not. I won't bring up Tom Hanks with Philadelphia if you don't bring up Dorothy.
Yeah, and Muhammad Ali was from Louisville, and y'all quit dissing him, man. I don't care.
So are Louisville bats actually from Louisville?
Yeah, well,
Louisville sluggers are made in Louisville. Kentucky Fried Chicken is fried in Kentucky.
And Detroit is the murder capital of the world. Let's not forget.
What about Oakland?
Gary, Indiana is a murder
I sure
capital.
am.
I know a girl in Detroit. I got a freak in Detroit, in Ann Arbor though. That's
Oh yeah, what's her name?
her name is Megan. She's a stripper there.
Really? What bar?
Well, I don't know.
If you tell me, I'm
We've got pictures if you tip it.
Unless that's your girl, then I want some.
No.
not your girl.
It's
Oh wow, I'm gonna fuck her.
no. It's this. See, this is her, and this is you, and my hand is not there.
No cock.
I don't know.
No cock block.
There's one girl that I would cock block on, but the fact of the matter is it's so like that with her that it's like I'd be like, go ahead, and then that's how I cock block is telling you to do it. Go do it, and then she'll just be like, get away.
He is the human chastity belt.
No. I just got it like that. I'd be like, no, Swan likes you. It's okay. Please go on a date with him. She'd go, well, I want to go on a date with you. It's that kind of game. It's
Plus,
And then
Mac.
what I do, I just sit her on the couch and pop in my MTV tape. We just sit there and watch that.
I sit her on the couch and I pop in my Me 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks tape from backstage, where 50 goes, man, this guy was real tight, man. And Lloyd Banks was like, yeah, he's white though. It's true story.
All right, so we were talking about jazz.
Jazz and barbecue started in Kansas City, really. I mean, in all honesty, there's a jazz district in Kansas City where... there went my drink. There's a jazz district in Kansas City, and a lot of people basically like... I wonder who that is. Oh, that's King Solomon. That's tight.
Did the jazz and barbecue influence the way that you made your music?
Yeah, because I grew up on jazz and I grew up on like just a love for food, and with the love for food I think it develops a love for just pleasure, and a lot of my style has to do with just things that are pleasurable in like an embellished and animated way. Like I love to rap about peanut butter on my new album, like stuff like that. So I think that influenced my style. What influenced my style more than anything besides like Chuck D and KRS-One is an author named Kurt Vonnegut. He's my favorite author. Yeah, Slaughterhouse 5. I mean, there's a lot better books by him than that, but that's definitely a great book. But
Played a big part. Reading and like literature also is a big thing for you too.
More than music, man. Like, there's so much more you can say in a book. Like, and I don't think a lot of people read. So if you're considering starting to really get into reading, you need to do that. Because more than anything, you can't express yourself completely with music like you can with a book. At least to me. With Kurt Vonnegut, that guy could take a concept and make it the most ridiculously twisted and funny way of expressing an opinion or a message. And it's like, that was always like, I held that to heart. Like, it breaks my heart to think that not everybody's familiar with this stuff, because it's just everything he says is a critique on the world, and I've always been real fond of that, how he takes the world and just makes any serious issue, abortion, religion, anything, and just very, very eloquently speaks with his writings, his opinion on it, and why it's maybe not how it should be, and why we need to be more challenged and stuff. And I've always really looked up to that. Really looked up to being able to take something completely serious and putting it in the not serious element.
Satirical.
Satire. Taking it and making satire out of it. But the thing that he does that's so funny is you still feel the enormity of whatever situation that he's breaking down in his books. So you're reading about something and you're laughing your ass off, but at the same time you're shaking your head laughing because you're like, wow, no shit, I never saw it that way, or I agree with that.
Maybe like watching George Bush on TV?
Right, yeah, but see, watching George Bush on TV, it's too easy. George Bush does it for himself. Kurt Vonnegut, like the book that I just read this week that I never was really familiar with, I read before, was the book Timequake, and it was just basically a subversive jab to people that don't challenge themselves, and they rely on things like television and stuff like that. And what happens is the Timequake is a 10-year rerun of a decade that already happened. The 90s, there's just a rerun like on TV, and it's just the fucking funniest book I've ever read. And it's just basically saying no one reads anymore, no one challenges anything anymore. Literature can't open people's minds anymore because the television can. And I mean, the story is just so fucking funny how he does it. And
all right, we've got like 1 minute left on the tape here. Just want to ask you quick question, battle-oriented questions. Scribble Jam, how'd you feel like coming to Scribble Jam your first time against ADM? Like, what'd you feel about that battle and about just the whole thing?
I had to take a shit, and Scribble Jam was like my favorite thing right then. It was like, I just wanted to do well in Scribble Jam. I wanted to do well. I had to take a shit, I hadn't slept. I made it to the championship, and I was so satisfied that like I went up there not even thinking about battling, and then the beat came on, I was like, oh shit, and then I was like, fuck it, I lost, you know? I won that night, maybe I didn't beat ADM, but to me, like, I couldn't have done any better. Like, if I would have won that battle, or the results would have stayed the same, wouldn't have made a difference. Like,
all right, 15-second response versus Dose Down. How'd you feel about that battle, about Dose Down?
I think Dose Down was hungry, and I think I didn't care as much as he did. I think on the second battle, I definitely did a lot better as far as my performance, and I think the crowd judged. You know, like, I think in my day when I was more into battling, I would have done a lot better in general, and we wouldn't have had to battle again. But you know, like the crowd enjoyed what I did. I think Dose Down was real dope that night. So,
well, thank you for taking time with us. CoastToCoastHipHop.com.